Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another video from social and personal development.com. Thanks for coming to check it out. Today I want to talk to you about something very important. You see, we're going to be talking about listening and communication skills. And what I've got for you is 6 do, be or have skills to help you communicate more effectively. So what do you think listening and communication skills are going to give to you? What do you think it's going to improve? Is it going to be better for your relationships with other people at work and in your own personal life? Is it going to make you look like a much better person, especially with the listening skills side of it? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at the 6 ways, the 6 do, be and haves to being able to communicate more effectively with other people. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to leave the most important, or what I believe to be the most important, until last, which is listening. And with listening, I'm going to elaborate on the skills necessary to listen more effectively. But first of all, let's talk about assertiveness. So what's it mean to be assertive? It means being nice but firm with it. Somebody once said to me, you need to have an iron fist inside a velvet glove when you're dealing with people. I thought that was a brilliant analogy as to how to be assertive but nice at the same time. So what you need to be is confidently clear when you're talking and communicating with people so that they understand what it is that you're saying. Next, authenticity. It's important to be your true self. It's no good trying to be somebody else when you're communicating with others and putting on a show, because especially with people that know you well, friends, family, co-workers, they're going to know when you're being false. So at all times, be your true, authentic self. Be true to your own values, your beliefs, and most of all, be true to integrity. Number 3, open-mindedness. It's important to be willing to take on board the ideas and perspectives of other people. Don't just look at the I, me, my, mine approach to everything that you do, because somebody always knows something better, or a better way of doing things, or a more efficient way of doing things. So be open to the ideas that other people have, other suggestions that they have, because you never know. You might find a more efficient and effective way of doing something that you need to be doing better anyway. So be open-minded to other people. Next, empathy. What is empathy? To be empathic is to be able to relate to and understand the struggles and pains of another. Not just people, creatures too. But a good example of this is when someone walks through the living room maybe and stubs their toe on the coffee table. You feel that pain. You really do feel that pain for them. And that's being empathic. That's showing empathy for something, some kind of suffering that they are actually going through. So that's another important skill, to show empathy towards people. Number 5, clarity. Now this is a big one, because if you don't explain yourself clearly or give clear instructions about what you want somebody to do or say to another, then that message is not going to get across properly, and the job isn't going to get done efficiently and effectively. So you need to be 100% clear about how you explain things to people. Not only that, but you need clarity in your own life too. Are you clear about your objectives, your values, your goals, your beliefs, your level of integrity. That also needs to have clarity to it. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about, number 6, is listening. Listening skills are extremely important in communication. When you're talking to someone or listening to what someone is saying to you, it's very important to be facing that person and have a reasonable amount of eye contact. Not an uncomfortable amount, because if you're glaring at somebody straight in the face while they're talking, it's going to make them feel really uncomfortable. So you need to just lose eye contact momentarily, occasionally with them, because it makes them feel comfortable, and it gives you time to also reflect on what it is that they're saying as well. But that's another one that we're going to come to very, very shortly.
It's also important to make sure you're in a quiet place with as least distractions as possible.
That way you can focus on the person that you're talking to entirely. So if you're in a coffee shop, make sure you're in a nice quiet corner, put your phone on silent and focus on the person you're talking to. Internal distractions. Be careful about what's going on inside your head while you're talking to somebody. If you're sitting there trying to work out what you're going to say next in response to what they're talking about, then you're not listening 100% to what it is the person's talking about. So ignore any internal distractions that are going on inside your head and focus on the person that you're speaking to or listening to, and wait until they're finished. Once they're finished, you can then clarify what it is that they're saying by asking them questions, and then it's your turn to respond. You've also got external distractions. If you are in a coffee shop or a public place, then people walking by, people's conversations that you can overhear can also be distracting while you're talking or listening to somebody. So do your best to ignore any external distractions, and if it's too noisy there, then say to the person, let's try and find somewhere a bit quieter so that I can understand what it is that you're saying to me. That will go down really, really well if you say something like that.
Because the person will know that you want to listen to them.
Next, check out your body language. Now this is a real important one, because if you're sat there with your arms folded like this while you're listening to somebody, they're going to feel quite clearly distracted. Or if you sat there with your legs crossed too, try and look like you're interested. Okay, look at them, as I said before, not too much eye contact, but you could actually sit like this. Okay, look interested, look like you are actually listening to what it is that they're saying.
And one thing that will go down well is if you smile at them.
Another thing you can use is what's called minimal encourages. Things like, I see, yes, can you tell me more? That's interesting. Could you expand on that for me? These are all things that show that you're taking an interest in the person and you want more information off them. At the end of the day, what you're trying to do is build a relationship with people. So try to find common ground, show empathy, be agreeable with someone, okay? Make what they're saying right and tell them that's right. If you agree with what they're saying, tell them you agree. And the final thing is to engage with people, ask questions. Don't make statements. Yes, that's what I said. Don't make statements, ask questions. You're looking to find out as much information as you can before you're going to respond to what it is that they've been talking about. Somebody once said to me that questions are better than statements. It's much better to ask somebody a question to get more information out of them than to make a statement about what you think they said before you've got all the information from them, because that's just going to put a barrier up from their perspective. Okay, that's the end of this video. Hope that was helpful, hope it was useful, hope you got value from that. If you like the video, please press the like video if you're watching it on YouTube. There should also be a link to take you to my website, where you'll also find this video and many other videos too. If you have any comments, let me know below the video. Take care, have a great day. Talk to you very soon.